Hey guys, Josh here. I'm going to help you guys reassemble a light after you put a new light into it, and then we're going to gel it right away. Alright, so with this process, you are going to need a glove when you put the light bulb in because the oil on your hand is going to ruin the light bulb. So here's the steps of putting in the light bulb. Step 1, let's grab the light bulb. It's kind of needed. Step 2, get the butt of the light. You can see it's 2 prongs, matches up with the butt of the light bulb. They go in with each other. Doesn't matter what way you do it. I can put it in this way or this way. They both click in. Push. It's kind of sticky in there. Make sure it sticks. Put the safeties over it. That is putting the light in the butt of the light. Next part, you're going to put the butt of the light into the back of the light. So you have the screw right here. There's the screw. Here's the focus. Don't really want to touch that. I'm going to bring it to the back of the light. Here's a knob. Here's a hole. Screw goes into the knob. Light goes into the hole. Go up and down. Don't come in at an angle. Make sure it's in there. You're going to see that there's these little pegs right here. They go in the middle slot. Go in there. Wiggle. It's in there. All you have to do is lock. Make sure it's tight. Look, I can lift up the whole light by the butt. Magic. Now, once you have this all assembled, you can put the gel in it. So I already cut lavender gel into the Source 4 frame. Easy. Now we're going to put it into the light. There are these 2 holsters right here. There's this big fat one. So you can fit my whole finger in there. This one, I can't really fit my finger in that one. So we're going to put the gel into this one. This should be open. Slide it right in there. Close it so it doesn't fall out. Boom. Your light is ready to go. New light bulb. It's got gel. All you need to do is plug it in. Boom. Alright guys, now we're going to go hang the light. So let's go upstairs in the cage and hang it. Alright, one of the things that we'll need is a safety chain. Right now they're on the stairs. So we're going to go get one safety chain. Right here. And we're going to go over to where we hang all of our extra lights. As you can see, we have other Source 4s. We have some cyc lights, some black lights, we also strobe, disco ball, and an old black light. So now we're going to hang it up on the wall. We have the light, we have the safety chain. Now we're missing a wrench. So we're going to come over here, get the wrench. I know it looks kind of weird, but that's what you get. So we're going to come up here, take the connection, put that down, undo the safety chain, just a regular carabiner thingy. On, don't hook it up. You're going to bring it up to the light. You're going to bring the light up to here, I should say. You're going to put it on this way or this way. It depends on how you're hanging it. Right now I'm just going to hang it like this. Up. Make sure it's up there. Now we're going back to that safety chain. Put it right up there. Don't shine! Now that we have the light up there and the safety chain on, we're going to screw it on. So first, you don't really need this, just, hand tighten it on there. So now it's tight. Now you're going to get the wrench, smack it on there, tighten it a few times. Alright, it's tight. So now this thing can't move, or at least it shouldn't. If it does, have that right there, put it at the bottom, and you just want to put it on there even though I can't find it. There we go. That's loosening it. This is tightening it. That's all tight. Now, see, I can't move it. So you're going to get the small little square. Pop it up here. Move it like that. There. Now it's all tight. Boom. There's your light. Alright guys, So we have our light. We have a safety chain. It's tied on the pole right at the angle we want it. Now we're going to hook it up. This is going to be your female end, and this is your male end. These are stage pins. Then you see that there's a 2-to-1. Here's a 2-to-1, so you're just going to put 2 into 1. Boom! Now that light will work. What up, guys? Now it's time to quiz you on what the lights are called. Maybe or maybe not you know what they're called, but we have 3 types of lights in the theater. 1, 2, and 3. Example 1. Look at me right up here. Yep, right there. Number 2. The 2 in the middle over here. Different from example A. And example 3. They're right there. Alright, put 10 seconds on the clock. Here you go.
Yeah.
Don't shine!
Alright, 10 seconds is done. You guys ready? Example 1. Those are ETC's source 4s. Example 2. Banal lights. And example 3. Those would be psych lights. Alright guys, that's all I have for now.
Now it's time to go over your basic sound. And first of all, your first part of sound is getting your microphones, because that is how your sound is produced. So where you can find most of your handheld wireless mics would be back in the bay. Now, you need to get your keys from either Gary or Mrs. Newton or whoever has your key to the bay and go in and then figure out which microphones you need to use. Now, most of your microphones will be kept in the bottom. And you'll have microphones, handheld microphones, labeled mic 1 through mic 6. Now these microphones can only work if they're patched into your board that you use to control their sound. To patch them in, easy enough, they're called patch cables. And you have about 10 to 12 down in the drawer. Now your patch cable is you use by the labeled sections in the bay. And your console, which stands for your board, is what channel it will be on, while your wireless is what your microphone frequency is at. So for us to run microphone 6, we're going to want to go from console 6, because we want to run it on slider 6, over to wireless 6, because we're using the wireless mic 6. So once that happens, we can get our microphone. Now we check if our mic has a battery. In fact, it does. So we'll see if it works. There you go. We turn on the switch. Indeed, it has 2 bars of battery. So we check. And we check all the way down. And here's the 6th mic receiver. So when I touch the microphone, it shows that it's getting reception. Therefore, we know that the microphone is properly working. Now we have to go back to the board to see if we're getting sound. Alright, to test our microphone, we're going to go on, since we had previously patched it into channel 6, we're going to unmute the microphone, make sure that our master is up to union, and then add volume accordingly. Now to test the microphone, you just simply talk into the microphone and see how loud you want it to be. Cut. Sound is really important, especially with microphones, because if you don't have your microphone on, it's really hard for people in the back of the auditorium to actually hear you. I hope you turn it off. You're turning it off. Stop. Microphones are really important. because for your audience to actually hear what you're producing and what the people on stage are doing, you need to have a microphone to aid in their volume, because this auditorium, as you can see, is very large, and the people in the way back have trouble hearing most speakers. So, to properly test your mic and see how people will actually hear it, as long as it is properly patched in, has battery, and has been turned on the back of your board, all you have to do is simply
Simply talk into the microphone.
Don't shine!